it's so wonderful. And actually, mushrooms technically are not even plants' friends. A plant has chlorophyll for photosynthesis. Fungus, which is what a mushroom is, just draws its energy from the soil. So it's like, like we're plant, there's animals, there's fungus, there's mushrooms. And it grows just by itself in a very damp, cool weather. And because there are kits, it makes it really easy for us to grow this at home, year-round, indoors, with kids. And I'm going to show you how to do it today.
But you see there's some kits that we can use that make it so much easier. Absolutely. Let's start with this guy right here. I don't even know where to start.
Okay, so this comes from the online. It's a mushroom growing kit.
Okay.
And what you do is you open up the top.
Okay, good
and the first thing that you're going to do is take some scissors and you're going to trim it.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you a little bit about what we're doing and what this is. Okay, so I opened it up. Look at this, Cam.
Yeah.
You see all of that white coating? That's actually alive. That's part of the growth of the spore, which you could say a spore is kind of like, if you want to use an easy type of analogy, it's like a seed. So a lot of the times, because they're so small, the kit makers will put the spores of the mushrooms in a little dowel, and then they do what they call inoculate. They push this in. And then what happens is all this white filament starts to grow, and that's all the area where the mushrooms can grow from. And so that's what that is. Okay, so we opened it up, right? Okay, next thing you do, we're going to fill this up with water, just the bottom quarter of our tub. Well, it kind of goes through like condensation. It goes through it. And
how about osmosis? How about that?
There you go. Okay, guys. So now we have our water in here.
Okay.
What you don't want to do, Cam, is you don't want to get this in the water, so we're going to prop it up. I'm using a little clay.
Oh, I see what we're doing here. Yeah. So really, the mushrooms want more of an indirect water source.
Exactly.
Right, so in the wild, they get it from humidity. They get it from the air.
Sometimes they're under logs and things like that. They don't get the direct water. So here's how we're going to keep it humid.
Okay.
Grab your paper towel.
Sure.
This is a real simple one. And we're going to mist it so that it stays nice and moist.
Okay.
And then your job for the next 8 to 10 days is to come to where you have your mushroom log growing, and just make sure that you spray the paper towel twice a day to keep the ambiance nice and moist, a lot of humidity around it, but not tucked in.
And you just leave this in a room, no direct sunlight?
Right, cool room. And let me tell you, I think I have a photo here showing just days after the different, this is like 5 days after.
Wait a minute, that's days after?
Yes, those are 3 different kits side by side. Guys, you want some mushrooms? Kits are the way to go. It comes in a box like this. All you have to do is you take a knife and you cut an X just to open the vents from the plastic.
Sure.
Then they ask you to take it out, put it in water overnight, put it back in the box, do the same thing. Spray it twice a day with water, just like this. This is like 3 days of the oyster mushroom.
3 days. Look, they're already growing. Can you see that,
it's called pinning. It's like a blossom. And then they've got red ones that you can grow. And then look at this big monster of an oyster mushroom. That's what we're growing today. And guys, did you see how easy that was?
What about harvesting and eating? How long before we can actually eat them?
Okay, you want it fresh. So that means 14 days, when you start seeing it nice and grow like that, you just twist it off.
So once you break that off, can you actually regrow them on the same kit or log?
Okay, so that's a good question. So you see that big monster over there with a big one? What you can do is, once you harvest it, kind of close it, put some tape.
Okay.
Do the same thing on the other side. Open it up, cut it, rinse,
same idea.
repeat.
And it'll grow.
It'll grow.
What about off the side, just front?
No, it'll start growing from all over the place, because all of this white stuff, the mycelium, it is ready for the right conditions, which is humidity, right temperatures, and it's going to fruit. This is ready to fruit.
And by the way, everybody, so many of the mushrooms are like real superfoods out there. They're incredibly good for you.
Right.
Shirley, you're doing great work in the